afternoon, everybody. Congrats to the Jimmy John's team of Kevin Harvick with those four diffusions, led by Tony Stewart and Stewart Haas Racing. Again, this Las Vegas Motor Speedway race wasn't entertaining. And another announcement I'm going to make right now is that I am heading to Las Vegas Motor Speedway this September. So hopefully the race is a little bit more entertaining than today's race. But let's do a quick top 10 rundown. We got the Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr. We got Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, the 22 of Joey Logano, the 20 of Eric Jones. We got the 21 of Paul Menard, and then we got the 10, the 31, and the 48 rounding out your top 12. Why did I mention the top 12? Let's get right to it. The 48. Wow, he had a difficult race. Early in stage 1, he did get some damage on the right rear quarter panel. And then around stage 3, he did get some damage on the left side quarter panel. And you all know what that does. If you have damage at those spots or either or, that will definitely affect the aerodynamics of the car, side drafting, and the back end handling. So I believe this was a rebound run by the 48 team, even though they did not get the win. I believe they're wrecking to get a good run in these last couple races of the West Coast Swing. We're heading to Phoenix, and then we're heading to Auto Club Speedway. We're going to head there and see what Jimmy Johnson does. That's why I'm not counting on Jimmy Johnson. I believe the panic meter is very low for Jimmy Johnson due to this run because they had to overcome adversity, and they came in with a solid top 12 finish. Wow, the 4. The 4 was the dominator today. There was not really much we can do. The only problem with Kevin Harvick was when they took pit stops going into stage 2, the 22 had the lead, and Harvick was having trouble at that stage. Excuse me, stage 3. My apologies. I got some traffic. It's obviously just how the cars are. Every time the leader gets in the back, it's always a struggle to get back to the front. It has to do with the aerodynamics of the car, the flow of the air from the front to the back of the car. So, a little bit of rundown of stage 1. Not really much happening. Kevin Harvick dominated the race. Fox Sports commentators Jeff Gordon, Darrell Waltrip, and Mike Joy did mention that there was a quick tire wear. The leaders pitted during lap 40, about the halfway point to stage 1, and that kind of threw everybody off because what we thought was gonna happen, people were gonna pit around lap 50 to 60 and make it a one-stop stage race instead of a two-stop. But at the end of that stage, it just turned out to be one. I just think that, again, Fox Sports mentioned that the tire wear, Larry Mack, the tire wear was just bad for this race. So I think going into September, we're going to see more wear and tear. During practice throughout this whole weekend, a lot of people were opening up the top lane, the middle lane, and the bottom. Chase Elliott, I believe, was probably one of the best in the top lane. I mean, the bottom lane, and so was Kyle Larson. But Kevin Harvick just really had that dominant car like Atlanta. So with age, expect Las Vegas Motor Speedway to get better racing for the fan point of view. And that sucks for the racer's point of view because Kevin Harvick is on a roll when the track starts to wear out. And we are heading to Phoenix next week, by the way. So, also in stage 1, I want to point out that the 11 had some pit road woes. He was too fast entering pit road. Stage 2 was basically the same thing. We had Kevin Harvick just dominating that whole run. I think the only issue was with Jeffrey Earnhardt. He did hit the wall in stage 2, and also I think the 48 also had a little bit of a slide job kind of save in stage two as well. What a beautiful save. You guys can watch that if you guys had that on DVR. And, you know, with 84 to go, heading into stage three, we had a caution with the 9 to 41. And about on lap 91 to go, we had the number one hitting the wall as well. And that did cause a little bit of a mix up. We had like the 78 stay out after the Chase Elliott caution, and then with about 50 to go, we had Brad Keselowski rolling the dice for Paul Wolf. Not surprised by them. They always want to do something different than the leaders, but it didn't work out for either Paul Wolf or Brad Keselowski. The four cycled back through the lead, and we had Kevin Harvick as the winner. There was also a little bit of tension between Kyle Busch and Joey Logano again. We had Joey Logano slide jobbing off of two in stage three in front of Kyle Busch, and that almost caused like another part two of Las Vegas last year. Fox Sports tried to elevate the storyline a little bit to see if there's going to be a little bit more action. It didn't happen. You know, Fox Sports is just trying to sell the sport to us and new fans, and I totally get that. And look at the point. I'm looking at the points right now. We got Kevin Harvick, Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, and Paul Menard. Austin Dillon does have that win in Daytona, and Kevin Harvick has those back-to-back wins. We got Kevin Harvick with 13 playoff points, Austin Dillon with 5 playoff points as well. So those are your top 10 in the points at the moment. I'll put the rest of the results in the description down below. Um, I think that's all for the race. I recapped everything. I was trying to do better than last week in Daytona. I know that I realized I missed a lot of points in the race. I hope I covered everything. Um, the question is Jimmy Johnson back? Is the 48 team back? Will the Ford dominance continue? But more importantly, will Kevin Harvick continue to dominate? Um, you know what? I'm gonna just put it in right now. I think Kevin Harvick is gonna win uh, IMS Raceway. I believe that's what it's called, IMS Raceway, formerly known as PIR, Phoenix International Raceway. Um, for the Phoenix International Raceway race, this is the last race where the start finish line is going to be off of turn 4. The back straightaway with the double dog leg is going to be the new finish line. So that's going to be interesting for the fall race of Phoenix. But for next week, we're going to stick to the off of turn 4 finish line. And I do expect Kevin Harvick to dominate again. And I'm going to get my dark horse pick. I'm going to give it to Alex Bowman. I think Alex Bowman's going to have a good run. I think Jimmy Johnson's probably going to have a solid top 10 finish. I don't think he's going to finish in the top 5, but I believe he's going to finish in the top 10. I think we're going to see Denny Hamlin finish in the top 5, but I believe, Kevin Harvick is just going to beast this again unless I really think Alex Bowman is the long shot for this race. So if you guys are making a fantasy team, make sure to put Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman. I think those are a good top 3 to choose. This West Coast swing, wow. I can't imagine what else is gonna happen, but we gotta wait till Phoenix and California are done here. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Again, congrats to Kevin Harvick. Not sure if I'm gonna do another midweek episode. I decided not to do that because there wasn't really much going on. Yes, there were some penalties handed down to the 4 with that $10,000 lug nut inspection fail by the 4 team from last week. We'll see what happens in Phoenix. A quick shout out to Michael McDowell, who was leading the race in stage 1. That was pretty cool to see that team, Front Row Motorsports, get some exposure. Fox Sports One also mentioned not Michael McDowell, Matt Benedetto. He led a couple laps, I believe, as well, or he was in the top three. So a little shout out to him. Not really much going on from that point on. Again, congrats to who else won that Xfinity race? Kyle Larson, and we also had Kyle Busch winning the Cup race. I mean the truck race. But yeah, those were your winners from this weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video or the audio podcast. I love each and every one of y'all. I love doing this. It makes NASCAR more interesting to me. It makes me more involved, and I'm trying to enjoy NASCAR again because the last few years it's been pretty boring. And being at the racetrack being at the racetrack from last year at Phoenix, and being more attentive with NASCAR, it's just been amazing. So have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you all next time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Snapchat. Keep Rovin Rolling. KeepRoven. Facebook is R48 Productions. Rovins RR. Twitter, Instagram. You now, and y'all have a wonderful day. Peace. Congrats, Kevin Harvick. Much love.